Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. And here's Murray. Grant, we've got quite a game in store for us tonight. Two of the top teams in the Eastern Conference.
Well, you know what they say, BA. To be the best, you got to beat the best. I'm sure that's what both teams are thinking, so I expect them to be highly motivated.
Now here's McCollum. And Carroll outside. Up top, Carter. Clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Carter taking flight is a thing of beauty. Vinsanity showing off his amazing bounce.
And it's Murray off the drive. McCollum pulls it in. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside Carter. Going inside. Oh, misses the dunk.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Now here's McCollum. Siakam outside. Now here's Embiid. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, BA, I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
The savvy little up fake there, fooling the D. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Embiid, a versatile shot maker, showing off his mid-range game there.
Pass to Buzelis. And a miss there on the triple. McCollum taking his time here. Now here's Carter. Here's the pick. Back to McCollum. There's the block.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Randall. Now Booker hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the middle. Lets it fly. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Using his size to get defenses to foul him, the big man, Alonzo Mourning, doing good work there.
So he gets them both. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Brian, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Screen by Embiid. For three, McCollum.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
Morning. The shot by Buzel is no good.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Screen by Embiid. McCollum into the lane. And Embiid throws it down.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball four.
Now here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And Carter, well known for his throwdown ability. Superb at rising up and punishing the rim.
Pass to McCollum. And stolen by Murray. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Pass break, here we go. And it's Randall with the jam.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And we've reached the
12.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Inside, Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
When Rozier is seeing the floor that well, makes everything easier for him and his team.
Here's Booker. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Rozier looking around. Down low. Boom! He jams it straight down.
An incredible athlete. Kelly Oubre Jr. looks to throw it down.
Top of the key. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and, of course, that killer mentality.
Outside Booker. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Booker's got 5 now.
Pretty swift release that time from Booker, getting it away just in time.
Outside Oubre. Puts up a 3. Pure from three-point range. He's got 7.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Pass to Booker. Here's Morning. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Hey, that's the defense's fault right there. I mean, you got to push Morning much farther away than that.
And stolen by Murray. In transition, here they come. Devin Booker for 3.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
You must love your dancing feet. Oh, yeah. Substitution on the court.
Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Oubre. The kick out to Banchero. And here's the fast break. Booker with the finish inside.
The easy money there for Booker. You can't let him get this close with the ball.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Exum with it. Siakam covering. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key at excelling at the three?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Pass to Coward. 6 to shoot. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's the teardrop to the wing, right side. Back to Siakam. Here's Embiid. Picked it out of midair. Here's Mourning. Ripped down the breakaway slam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Shot to stop the run.
How about the reach of Mourning? Very impressive and very long, too. Elite shot blocker. He does a good job timing his jump.
Back to Exum. Siakam pulls down the board.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Here's Embiid. Down low. Embiid puts it in.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
Pass to Coward. For 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Here's Carter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Away team foul. Vince Carter. First personal foul. Second team foul.
36 seconds left in the second quarter. Vanderbilt. Back to Exum. 4 on the clock. With the drive. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Oubre. 7 points in the game. Pass to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Takes it inside. And he lays it up and in. Carter's got 8.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They're up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Now here's Oubre. Pass to Carter. And here's Embiid. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 10.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
On the attack, Carter.
And the coaching staff wants Carter to attack defenses like this because they know he can get it done with ease.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Buzelis.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Pass to Carter. Siakam outside. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Look at Embiid with the skilled finish.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passing. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Embiid. 12 points for him. Oh, Embiid punishing the basket.
Nothing new for Embiid here, going off for a big scoring performance, par for the course.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's Buzelis. Lays it up and banks it in. Buzelis has got 4 points this quarter.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Siakam the screen. Here's Carter. Out to Oubre. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oubre. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Here's Murray. Oh, Murray blowing the top off.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
Pass to Gafford. Inside. Murray with it. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. And they've come out of halftime really on a roll.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. And here's Beasley. Pass to Gafford. To the middle. And here's Beasley. Booker defending. 4 on the clock. Back to Gafford. They need this. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Smart pass there by Beasley. He spots a guy with a better shot and doesn't hesitate to get him the ball.
For 3, Booker. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter. Pass to Gafford. Rebounded by Mourning. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now here's McCollum. No points yet. Pass to Embiid. throws it down.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to Ben Carroll. Ben Carroll finishes with force inside.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Ben Carroll wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Here's Mourning. Stolen by Siakam. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
An open look for Booker. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. 18 points for Devin Booker. Now here's McCollum. Still without a bucket. Outside Carter. Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates. We love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
When you're the #1 pick, like Banchero, the expectations are through the roof. But Paolo is well-grounded. Got his feet on the ground, head squarely focused. He's embracing the challenge and meeting it so far.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Outside Booker. Here's Mourning. Outside for Randall. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day?
48.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Siakam the screen. Pass to Ben Carroll. Oh, Ben Carroll throws it down.
When he attacks the rim like that, Paolo Banchero, there's no stopping.
Outside Murray. And Booker gets double teamed. The 3. The rebound by Embiid.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Now Oubre. Outside Carter. Shot clock at 6. Driving in. Siakam outside. To tie it up. Buzelis grabs the board.
Hey, it was a good look. One he normally capitalizes on.
If there's anything Booker can't do on a basketball court, I want to know all about it because tonight he's doing it all.
Now here's Carter. Pass to Siakam. Siakam the screen. Here's Carter. And he drives in. The layup off target. Here's Mourning. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And, you know, we certainly know Mourning is capable of this. Once he gets going now, he can catch fire.
Back to Carter. Screen by Embiid. On the attack, Carter. A shot from the high post. Good on the bucket. 23 points for Joel Embiid.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Carter on the wing. Down low. Here's Banchero. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap. Guys?"
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Oubre. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Oubre able to get here a lot with how aggressive he is with the ball in his hand.
Good on the second one. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Murray. Great timing on the tip.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip in.
Now Embiid. Jacks up a three. Oh, Embiid hits from outside.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
When it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
Siakam the screen. Outside Embiid. Outside Siakam. Ooh, Pascal Siakam flying high.
When you're considering who can get us some points right here, right now, Siakam often is top of mind.
Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
Now Embiid. Stolen by Booker. And here they come. Randall with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Knocks down the trifecta.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Here's Embiid. Oh, the process with an answer.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks. Recognizing the big possession and commanding the ball.
Outside Murray. Outside Booker. From downtown. Tips it up. Just in time with the putback.
Mourning coming alive and nailing the big-time shot. Talk about being absolutely fearless. There it is right in front of you.
Now here's Carter. Up top, Embiid. Plenty of space. No good.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Carter. Now Embiid. From deep. Can't get it. Here's Buzelis. And so the home crowd